But in this video, I'm going to dive into what Alex told me and the lessons I got from Alex Becker, who myself and I feel like a lot of people watching this look up to. Let's dive right in. So first things first, Alex is a very interesting guy, and just some background on him for any of you guys who don't know. He's pretty much a veteran, seasoned entrepreneur who's been through various business models in this internet marketing world, and he's crushed e-commerce, he's crushed coaching, he's crushed software, and he's the type of person that whatever he's going to do it very well. And I say it all the time, he's figured out himself, which has led to all of his businesses being very easy to success. He's a great example of someone who's figured out himself. It doesn't matter what he pursues, he's going to win because he figured out his life. And once you figure out your life and your brain, you get smart and intellectual, it's very hard to lose. I mean, he's a very disciplined person, and everything he is doing now, it wins. So meeting him was a crazy experience. And let's start with the story. We're going to go all the way back to the Monaco trip. If you did or didn't watch that vlog, I was in Monaco with a group of friends for Monaco F1, which is pretty much just a race week in Monaco. A lot of rich people go to. We were the bottom tier of people, even though we're spending $50,000 a week to be there. But it was a great trip, great friends, and great time. And ultimately, we didn't expect to see him. He was in Monaco. I knew that, as I don't follow a lot of people on Instagram. I think at the time I was probably following 20 people. He was one of them. And I knew he was in Monaco with his wife. I don't want to go too deep into their world. I'll try to keep it more on what I learned from it. But we're at Nobu, and that's a restaurant in the Fairmont Hotel, I believe. And long story short, we're having dinner, normal night, and I was going to the bathroom and I saw him. I walked by, I'm like, Alex, dude, it's great to meet you. Seen a ton of your content. What you've put out has really helped me direct my life in a better trajectory. And frankly, it's made me a lot of money. So I just thanked him for it, shook his hand, and I asked him, I want to know what you would do in my spot. And I gave him a rundown of the situation I'm in. I've cracked 6-figure months, and this is 6 months ago. And at this specific time in my life, I really was stuck. I felt like I didn't know what I wanted to do, as I had 3 businesses going on and so many people on my teams, and I just didn't know where I wanted to take it. I didn't really understand what my plan was. And I think the biggest thing I was stuck on reflecting to that time is I was stuck on who was going to help me. I felt like everything was up to me, and it stressed me out. I hated that I felt like there was so much pressure on my back to perform, as everything I do was reliant on me. Every business, every growth metric, and I was stuck. And I asked him, and the first piece of advice I got from the initial part of the conversation was to almost chill out a bit. He was just explaining to me, keep in mind, by the way, I walked by him, we were both going to the bathroom. So now this went from us going into the bathroom to we're now just chatting outside of the bathroom. 10 minutes into our conversation, his wife came around. It's what the fuck?